Hello, intuitive friends, and welcome back to the channel. My name is Lexa Tarot, and I am a second degree Reiki practitioner as well as an intuitive tarot and oracle reader. And if you are interested in learning more about me, my client testimonials, or my credentials, just take a look down below in the description box, as all my links are down below. For those of you who are my subscribers, my new viewers, and visitors alike, I want to thank each and every one of you for your love, your support, and your loyalty to the channel. I greatly appreciate it. For those of you who are watching this after the live stream, then take a look down below in the description box, and there you will find the timestamps to the earth signs couple readings for the month of February. For those of you that are watching me live, of course, wait until I finish doing the live, and then you'll be able to find the timestamps down below. Thank you, intuitive friends, for stopping by. Let's make sure you guys can hear me. Testing 1, 2, 3. Testing 1, 2, 3. Awesome. All right, intuitive friends. Today I'm going to be channeling messages for the couples collective. For those of you who are either in a connection or in a partnership, marriage, or relationship, then these messages are for you. Today I'm going to be channeling the earth signs. Okay, I just finished channeling the fire signs yesterday. So yesterday I channeled a message for Aries, Leo, and Sagittarius couples. And then today I'll be focusing on the earth signs, and we're going to start with Taurus. Okay, intuitive friends. All right, let's just jump in straight into the reading. Hello, Taurus, and welcome back to the channel. Whether you are a Taurus, sun, moon, rising, or if you are a Taurus in other areas on your astrological natal chart that focus on love, relationships, marriage, partnerships, connections, and those areas are as follows. If you are a Taurus in your Venus, or Taurus in your Juno, or Taurus in your fifth or seventh houses, then these messages are also for you. And Taurus, my name is Lexa Tarot, and I am a second degree Reiki practitioner, as well as an intuitive tarot and oracle reader. And if you are interested in learning more about me, my client testimonials, or my credentials, then take a look down below in the description box, as there you will find all my links down below. For those of you who are my subscribers, my new viewers, and visitors alike, I want to thank each and every one of you for your love, your support, and your loyalty to the channel. I greatly appreciate it. So, Taurus, today I'm going to be channeling messages for the couples collective, okay? The couples collective here for Taurus. So, Taurus and your partner, okay? So, this is a couples reading. I'm going to be channeling messages in 3 areas. The first, your overall mutual energy in the connection between you and your significant other. The second area I'll be channeling messages for is your possible challenges as a couple that you may be experiencing, feeling, or dealing with in the month of February. Okay, so your possible challenges. And the third area that I'll be channeling messages for is the best course of action. In other words, how to show up for each other in order for both of you to overcome your potential or possible challenges in the month of February. All right, Taurus, so let's take a look here at the possible overall mutual energy in your connection with your partner for the month of February. As a couple, you have the Wheel of Fortune and the 5 of Cups. By the way, you also have the 5 of Coins right behind that, okay? So let's chat about this potential or possible overall energy. 5 of Cups. There may be this energy within the connection between you and your partner where you feel a sense of grief or sadness, okay? 5 of Cups, there may be feelings of regret, There could also be here um, a situation, circumstance, event that may happen or may have to do with both of you as a couple. So it could be an emotional setback within your connection. Now, this could also possibly be external situations, circumstances, events, or environments that may uh, kind of bring that overarching feeling. Why? Well, let me just give you an example. Let's say you have some issues happening at work. Yes, that is an individual, um, emotion here, grief, loss, or whatever may be going on, right? But it shows up in the mutual connection because your energy and your partner's energy, that's maybe something that you're going to talk about, that you're going to discuss, and that there is this kind of like, even though it's not together as a couple, because it affects one person and may affect the other. So, again, this could be the mutual energy between the both of you, or there could be something possibly happening individually, internally, or external that may bring about the sense of this like emotional baggage, the sense of sadness, regret, loss, grief, or maybe here possibly an emotional setback. Now, you do have here the Wheel of Fortune. Okay. And so the Wheel of Fortune is ruled by Jupiter. That's the first card that came out of the spread, sorry, of the deck, followed by the Five of Cups. So something here within the mutual overall energy can be shifted. It can be turned. Okay. It could be something that could be flipped, so to speak. Okay. Now, here's the thing: the Wheel of Fortune is ruled by Jupiter. Jupiter is known as a planet of good luck and expansion. So that sounds like that's very positive. However, it also depends on the energy that is happening here mutually within the connection. For example, Jupiter, it expands. Okay, so it makes everything, bigger here, right? So, for example, if the energy is within the connection, that of the Five of Cups, which is either an emotional setback or some type of sadness or grief, it could be also expanding that if it's not shifted into a higher vibrational energy. So, whatever this Five of Cups may be, it could feel very heavy due to the fact that the Wheel of Fortune or Jupiter is here because we are talking about expansion. Now, another message that I'm getting here is that there could be a sense of improvement or progress, even if there is something in the background or in the forefront here in this connection where something is feeling a bit out of sort. Okay. So whether this is, one of you resisting some type of change, whether it's one person feeling sad or both of you feeling a certain way, there could be here an improvement of that energy. Okay, because the Wheel of Fortune does bring back, or at least the energy of bringing something back into the flow. Now, also here with the Wheel of Fortune, remember the Wheel of Fortune also comes across as unpredictable. So there could be here some type of good luck or a good opportunity, unexpected opportunity or unexpected blessing that can lift the mood from that Five of Cups energy. Now, of course, let's take a look at more details here in regards to this mutual overall energy, possibly here in the connection for the month of February. All right, Taurus, both of you here have trust. There may be some red flags that may be coming up. That could be the reason why this Five of Cups is here. Now, this is not a flag, but I am getting that red flag type of energy here in regards to this red bow. Now, trust says this situation is calling you to have faith. Again, whether this grief, loss, sadness, feeling depressed, or emotional baggage is connected to one of you individually, or if it's together mutually in the couple or in the connection, this is talking about that it could be very much connected to trust. So either trust between each other, either there was, or there could be here a situation, circumstance, or event where someone may have a misunderstanding, or there could be here a lack of transparency in something, and so there may be some hurt feelings or emotions. But this could also be something else. It could be external. Okay, whatever it is, this trust is coming through as trusting each other for support, as well as trusting each other to, again, be part and be actively taking part in the, progress here of the connection here with this Wheel of Fortune. Okay, so there may be this sense of like hang in there type of energy here for the both of you. All right, let's take a look at the next section here of this connection. And we're going to take a look here at the possible challenges you as a couple may be either experiencing, feeling, or dealing with here in the month of February. Okay, so let's take a look here. What are the possible challenges that Taurus and their partner may be experiencing, feeling, or dealing with here in the month of February? Don't forget, intuitive friends, to drop a rose in the comment section if these messages resonate for you. So you have the Sun card in reverse, okay? Now, the Sun card in reverse is this energy here of reminding you to count your blessings, okay? To count your blessings here in a situation, circumstance, or event. Now, it may be a little heavy because the Sun is known as the happiest card in the tarot deck, but because it's reversed, there could be here some type of delays or challenges where it could be talking about the personal growth individually or the growth of the connection. So something here may feel a little bit, sorry, it's on the reverse. Here we go. So I'm seeing it reverse, but I don't think you're seeing it the reverse. Yeah, there we go. So you may feel like, something is a bit stagnant or on hold. Okay. Now, horses, to me, they are a symbol of movement. So something may feel a little bit delayed, a little bit like it's not moving, or it may not be growing. Okay. There could be here, again, moments here of optimism, or at least moments here where there's some type of deciding factor of whatever this unexpected situation, circumstance, event, or an unexpected opportunity that may be coming in. So I do feel that if this is talking about something very positive, it's kind of like it may take a little while, but it will come. It'll come through. Okay. So of course we're going to take more we're going to take a look at more decks here to see what else is coming through. So we're going to add more clarity. I do feel here not to allow yourselves to be feeling defeated here, feeling emotionally defeated. Okay, so whatever this may possibly be talking about or be kind of pointing towards in regards to challenges, it feels here that yes, there may be a little bit of delay, but it's still coming. So still create that sense of optimism and of hope. It just might take a little bit longer, or it may come unexpectedly, again, when you least expect this kind of clearing to happen, so to speak. Let's take a look at more clarity here in regards to the possible challenges. And you have here Hammer. Now, Hammer says sabotage, rebuilding, interrogation, repetitive, persistent, working on it. Exactly what I said. Don't allow this energy of feeling like something is being delayed or maybe canceled to take the wind out your sails as a couple. This may be something that, again, may be a little bit a little bit more time in coming, okay, so, or to flourish or to see the growth in something. But here with hammer, um I'm also getting here to remind you not to allow your self-sabotaging thoughts or limited beliefs to become part of this kind of like, okay, if it's not happening now, or if I don't see improvement right away, then this isn't going to improve, or it's not going to work out, because that's not the energy here that would be conducive to this challenge. What would be helpful, okay, is for you to still be optimistic, because as I said at the top of the reading, the Wheel of Fortune really focuses on the energy that is being presented by the both of you. So it's up to you. Do you want to focus more on what isn't, or do you want to focus more on being optimistic? And that is up to you, especially here with the Sun card. Okay. So don't allow self sabotaging thoughts, limited belief. Continue to work on something here. So even if there is a delay, there's this energy here of saying, continue to put in the work, continue to put in the effort and the consistency of something in order to help it move along. Okay. Now, this is also coming across as the possible challenge being something that has either happened before or has been discussed before. Okay. Because hammer is the persistence of something. So it could be like going back and having an argument of the same topic, even if that topic or that situation may have felt it was quote unquote resolved. There could be here the sense of bringing something back from the past, whether it's a topic, whether it's an argument, whether it's a trigger. This could also be an old pattern of behavior from the past, kind of trying to emerge or reemerge in this potential or possible challenge. So, whether it is something that you have experienced, felt, or dealt with in the past, the hammer is saying here this possible challenge could be coming back and creating some sort of delay here in this connection, in this mutual energy. All right, Taurus, let's see what else is coming through for the both of you. Possible challenges you as a couple may be experiencing, feeling, or dealing with. Future, look at that. Our paths are destined to align, though the purpose may still be unclear. I talked about that energy at the top of the reading, the sense of the personal growth, or maybe the growth of something, or maybe the connection here. You feeling like it's not moving at this moment in time, or maybe it's not moving as quickly as you would like to see certain things evolve and grow. However, don't allow the delay or the challenges to take the wind out your sails in regards to what you're being hopeful for or towards in this connection. Because although something may take a little bit more time or feel a little bit challenging at this moment in time, there is here this at the core of your connection, like we want this to work. We may be working on it. Okay, that's why you see here. Where is it? Here, working on it. Okay. So as long as both of you remain optimistic, which is going to be important with this Wheel of Fortune card, as I said, Jupiter is the expansion, the planet of expansions. You want to expand the most optimistic type of flow of energy and keep looking forward and look at the light at the ends of the tunnel, even if at this moment in time, something may be taking a little longer to improve or to progress here. Okay. All right. Beautiful, beautiful messages here. Again, there is this sense of persistence and hope here with this possible challenge. Now, let's go to the next part of your reading here, Taurus, and that is the best course of action. Okay, so let's take a look here at the best course of action. In other words, how to show up for each other in order to overcome the possible challenge here within your connection in the month of February. So let's take a look here at the best course of action, or how to show up for each other in order for you to have a more supportive energy within your connection. All right, and we have the Six of Swords. Very good energy here, the Six of Swords. How to show up for each other? Let go of the emotional or mental baggages. Interesting, because the Five of Cups is about the emotional baggage, and the Six of Swords is releasing the mental baggage. Again, this could be thoughts, ideas, past conversations, past arguments, as I mentioned here with Hammer in your possible challenge. The Six of Swords is letting go, healing, or moving towards calmer shores. Okay. So leaving the argument, the conflict, the tension behind, allowing yourselves not to be in a pessimistic type of energy. Also here, especially with the Six of Swords, not allowing yourself to get into this ego or pride type of energy, right? So the Six of Swords is the release, is letting go the tension, letting go the arguments, letting go that topic that seems to come up when things are a little bit tough, okay? Here with this Hammer card. So the Six of Swords says here, overcoming hardships, conflicts resolved, becoming more stable, restoration, peace, and tranquility. Okay. So as long as both of you are focusing here on, well, let's discuss it. Let's talk about it. Let's find a resolution and let's move forward. Forward to the point where, again, as I mentioned at the possible challenge, our paths are destined to align, though the purpose may still be unclear. So even if there is a sense of like not knowing the how of how something may resolve, the fact that you are putting your minds and your effort together to show the effort of resolution, clearing. Again, this could also be an apology, okay, or asking or receiving an apology, and allowing your both of yourselves to kind of align more with your future plans, what you want to see, the goal here, okay, in your connection. All right, so this is basically, it's about not losing your focus and not losing your vision despite whatever may be going on behind the scenes with the Five of Cups and the potential delay here with the Sun in reverse, okay? All right, let's take a look at your last and final card. And again, it's giving more details here to how to show up for each other in order for both of you to overcome this possible challenge. Now, remember, because Hammer is here, there's this kind of energy of like keep talking about the same thing or keep arguing about the same thing, or just this repetitive energy. Remember, the Six of Swords is letting go of that repetitive discussion, misunderstanding. It's letting things go in a healthy, peaceful, tranquil way. All right. Let's see your last and final card. And remember, Taurus, if these messages have resonated for you, drop a rose in the comment section. And that lets me know that these messages have resonated for you. This says disguised chameleon, versatility. There you go. Different ways that you can place effort in making sure things are more peaceful and things of that nature. It says camouflage and agility. Careful creature cloaked in colors. Okay. Give me heart with peace. I mean, talk about validation, confirmation, as I said, with the Six of Swords, leaving something from feeling that was a little bit conflicted, a little bit mentally challenging, maybe emotionally challenging, and then allowing both of yourselves to move to a more peaceful, calmer type of energy, or the calmer shores, right? Now, I want to talk about something here because it's coming across as like we need to chat about something, especially with the fact that it says camouflage. It's super important here that transparency be an important and key focus here in order for both of you to show up, in the best potential optimistic energy for each other. So, in other words, this Six of Swords that's talking about leaving the stresses behind and allowing yourselves to overcome the hardships, the arguments, the possible challenge here doesn't mean that you're going to make believe or fake like you're happy. This is not talking about camouflaging your feelings or camouflaging how you may really think or feel about something. This is kind of in a way warning you, make sure that whatever this situation or whatever this Five of Cups energy is talking about here, possibly as a challenge in February, that it is discussed, okay? That we're not cloaking or putting on a mask to just, again, appease either one of you in the relationship or in the partnership. Okay. So give me heart with peace. So there's a lot here having to take a look at the emotional piece and the mental piece and how both of you are working towards a common goal, common resolution, and moving. Here we go. Moving to calmer shores and more peaceful times. That being said, Taurus, I hope these messages have been insightful. Don't forget to give me a thumbs up, like, share, continue to subscribe, drop a rose in the comment section. That always lets me know that these messages have resonated for you. Until next time. Up next, we have Virgo. But before we jump into Virgo's reading, and Twitter friends, thank you so much for stopping by and saying hello. Thank you for your thumbs up. I greatly appreciate it. For those of you who are visiting for the first time, welcome. My name is Lexa Tarot. And for those of you who have subscribed to the channel, thank you. Thank you for subscribing. And I hope that you come and join us. And I mean us, I mean the community here at Lexa Tarot, because I do give free 5-minute mini readings on my channel occasionally. Okay, it is first come, first serve. So it's super important for you to turn on your notification bell and all alerts in order for you to receive either an alert or to be notified of when I come on and do a live 5-minute mini reading. Okay. Again, spots are limited and it is first come, first serve. But if this is something that you would like to take part in, then feel free to subscribe to the channel, turn on your notification bell and all alerts, and I'll see you I want to say later today because I'm going to be jumping on later today. It is a new list that I'll be channeling here today. So hopefully I'll see you then. All right, intuitive friends, thank you so much for your love, your loyalty, and support. Up next, I'm going to be channeling messages here for Virgo. And then, of course, after Virgo, it will be Capricorn. Now, for those of you who are watching, after I channel the messages, I will be coming back and adding timestamps, okay? So if you want to watch it with timestamps, feel free to come back a little later, and then that'll be a whole lot easier. You could just go straight to the reading. Intuitive friends, if you're interested in other placements on your astrological natal chart, don't forget to come back and take a look at the rest of the readings that I'll be doing throughout this week. All right, or this weekend towards next week. All right, up next, we have Virgo. Hello, Virgo, and welcome back to the channel, whether you are a Virgo sun, moon, rising, Venus, or however Virgo may show up on your astrological natal chart. Now, if you are a Virgo on other important placements on your astrological natal chart that focus on love, connections, marriage, partnership, okay, relationship, then these messages are for you. And those areas are as follows. So if you have Virgo, okay, Venus if you have Virgo in Venus, okay, or Virgo in your Juno, or Virgo in your 5th house, or Virgo in your 7th house, then these messages are also for you. Okay, Virgo? All right, Virgo, my name is Lexa Tarot, and I am a second degree Reiki practitioner, as well as an intuitive tarot and oracle reader. And if you are interested in learning more about me, my client testimonials, or my credentials, just take a look down below in the description box. For those of you who are my subscribers, my new viewers, and visitors alike, I want to welcome you. I want to thank you for your love, your loyalty, and your support, Virgo. I greatly appreciate it. All right, Virgo, let's talk about what I'm going to be channeling here. Number one, this is a couples reading, okay? Number two, the three areas that I'll be channeling messages for today are as follows. The first area is focusing on the overall mutual energy in the connection between you, your partner, spouse, significant other, or significant other in this connection, partnership, or marriage. The second area that I'm going to be channeling messages about is the possible challenges that you as a couple may either be experiencing, feeling, or dealing with in the month of February. The last and final area that I'll be channeling is what is the best course of action for February for the both of you. In other words, how to show up for each other so that both of you can overcome the potential challenges that will be coming through here. Okay. All right. So let's take a look here first at the mutual energy between you, Virgo, and your significant other. The mutual energy within your connection here. You have the Queen of Pentacles and the Tower. Okay. All right. Listen carefully. All right. First and foremost, the Tower could go either way. This could be a very kind of heavy energy, but it could also be an energy of a spark, a surprise, okay, in a positive way. So let's talk about both. Here with the Queen of Pentacles, I'm getting this energy of stability, security, and both of you may be embodying this energy in regards to your connection in the month of February. Okay, remember the Queen of Pentacles energy is an energy of maturity. It's an energy of nurturing, of growth, of taking a look at different aspects in your overall life. Okay, work, finances, domestic scene, love, family, friends, loved one. There's a sense of a practical and sensible approach to whatever it is that may be focusing on here in regards to the Tower. So, in other words, there's this energy where both of you may find ways to figure out or to find some sense of solution or resolution that are practical, stable, long term, and can regain, or that you can feel like you're regaining a sense of stability and security in your connection. Now, the Tower, as I said, at times it does come across as heavy energy. So let's talk about that first. The Tower in the tarot deck is ruled by Mars. Mars energy is fire. It's fire, it's passion, it's drive, it's motivation. And that, of course, can be very positive. But there also could be the not so high vibrational energy of Mars, right? For example, getting easily triggered, being impatient, having a short fuse or a short temper. So there may be here a possible situation, circumstance, or event that may bring a sudden change. An argument that was, that may trigger someone, a comment that may trigger someone, a sense here of an unexpected twist or turn in something. This could be, okay, it could be anything like an accident, an argument, something unexpected, could be a natural, situation, okay? But whatever it is, it's a lot of energy. Now, this could also be talking about, because both of you have here the Queen of Pentacles, it could be talking about something related to work or related to finances. Does it have to be work or finances? No, it doesn't. But it could for some of you, or something that is very valuable. Because remember, Pentacles energy is value. Yes, it could be something tangible, but it could also be something intangible, such as time, okay, unconditional love, patience, okay, other things that are very valuable to the connection, but don't have a tangible aspect to it, okay? Now, here with the tower, as I said, there could also be here a kind of like an unexpected discovery about something. So, for example, something happening at work, finding out you're going to get shorter hours or less clients, or there could be some type of, whatever may be happening in the company, in your role, in your department. Okay, that could come very suddenly, and then all of a sudden it's like, okay, wait a minute, what do I do? Kind of, it's leaving here either one of you or both of you kind of scrambling in regards to your resources. Okay, so it could also be that energy. Now, looking at the tower in a positive or a higher frequency type of energy, this could be a sudden spark within the connection. There's this kind of like whirlwind type of like, wow, I'm really into my partner. Why? Because Mars not only is about fire, but it's about passion. So there could be high drive here, a high passion drive. Okay, wink, wink. You already know what I'm talking about. There we go. Or this could also be here something that, if especially if both of you have been kind of turning a blind eye on something that's been super important for both of you to kind of really look at and work on, and you've kind of like pushed it to the side, or you've been like, I'm comfortable, kind of like feeling comfortable. Hey, so what's going on, buddy? You having a nightmare? All right, sorry about that. So there could be this energy of something that has been kind of festering within the connection underneath. And there's been this sense of like, yeah, we'll talk about it later, or yeah, it's quote unquote fixed, but not really deep down in the core. This could be something as like the last straw on the camel's back that can really bring some type of sudden shift. Okay, whether it's finding out information, whether it's a lack of transparency, whether it's finances, it could be in any area. All right. Now, let's get more information here and more clarity. There could be here this energy where both of you are leaning in, towards or on each other in regards to whatever this is. Okay. Because the tower could be external, could be an external type of information or an external situation that could affect both of you. And this may mean here that both of you will need to ground your energy, get more organized, get more detail, allow both of you to support each other in a very practical and sensible manner. Okay. As well. Okay. All right. Let's see. Let's give you more clarity here. You have here, make the effort, okay? Now, make the effort says great love is worth taking the steps you're guided to take. Remember that I just said that both of you could be leaning towards each other or leaning on each other's support in order to overcome this tower that could be either external situations that may happen and may shake the core of your relationship, or it could be within the connection itself between you and your partner. Either way, I feel this has a lot to do with emotions, and I'll tell you why. First and foremost, there's a lot of green here, okay, in this card. Also, green here. Green is the color of the energy center of the body that is connected to the heart chakra. So there may be here someone feeling a certain type of way. Okay, there could be feelings here of either like, stressed about what this tower may be potentially or possibly indicating. And of course, we're going to go a little bit further and go a little bit deeper and dig a little bit more in regards to what this potential challenge may be. but I do feel it's very much connected to emotions, okay, as like the heart chakra color is coming through here. All right, let's take a look here at the possible challenges. So the more that both of you make an effort, remember that I said that I was getting this energy where both of you would be leaning towards or on each other in order to find some sense of support. Now this could be resources connected, or it could be intangible support, like cheering and rooting each other along in whatever this tower situation may be. All right, let's take a look at the possible challenge or challenges you as a couple may be experiencing, feeling, or dealing with here in the month of February. Let's see what's coming through. And you have here the Empress in reverse. So the Empress in reverse is this feeling or a situation, circumstance, or event that you may feel is taking a while. It's feeling a bit stagnant. Okay. Now, the Empress is ruled by Venus. Okay. So this major arcana is ruled by Venus. Venus rules two signs. It rules Taurus and it rules Libra. Okay. Now, because it's in reverse, there may be some type of stagnation in finances. There could be a little bit of lack of growth or lack of movement in the passion of the connection, feeling valued within the connection, feeling like, okay, I'm not putting enough self care into myself. There could be here a draining of some sorts, okay? The Empress in reverse is this time where the abundance, the prosperity, or the success of something is not being seen or is on hold. Okay. So the growth is like, we're putting it on hold. Okay. So this could be a situation, circumstance, or event that, again, may be very much connected here to the tower. So this is giving me this energy that these two things could be possibly interconnected or related here in the month of February. Now, the Empress says here insecure, blocked creativity. Pay attention to your body. Remember that I just said self care here. You need to pay attention to your body because you may be draining yourself into something. Okay, maybe feeling a bit drained with this tower potential or possible tower moment. This says dependency or negligence. Okay, so again, there could be this possible challenge here with you and your partner where both of you may be kind of feeling a little bit out of sorts. Now, let's get more clarity. And of course, I'm going to give you more clarity even after that, because then we're going to take a look at how you can overcome this area right here, which again, I feel is very much connected to that tower. Okay. All right, let's see what's coming through here. Virgo. Also, with the Empress, there could be feelings here of insecurity or inadequacy, even in the way that it's kind of presented itself here, such as, like, let me give you an example, like jealousy, feeling um, a bit obsessive over someone. Let me check your phone. Where have you been? Like there's a little bit here. It's coming across as like trust issues also. Now it doesn't have to be trust issues, but it's giving that energy here to me. But let's see. It says here soulmate, okay? Soul connection, partnership, agreement, and soul contract, okay? Beautiful energy. There's a lot of love here within your connection here, Virgo, or a lot of feeling here, especially, I know that that Empress is in reverse, but there could be the feelings of love or fondness are here within the connection. There just may be something that this tower here could be possibly announcing or forecasting that may be either a shocking event that could bring something to the surface. It could be a trigger, it could be an argument that may slow something down. But at the end of the day, underneath the core of your connection, there is a feeling here of, listen, I still have feelings for you, or I'm still in love with you, or we're going through a rough patch. So again, there's this sense of being energy here of being sensible with this Queen of Pentacles. Okay. All right, let's see what else is coming through. Let's give more clarity. Frustrated. Look at that. That just popped out of the deck. Like I said, there's this energy here of, yes, I'm fond of you. I love you. Or there's emotions here towards each other. Okay, so, but there's a level of frustration that this tower may be possibly creating here, okay, in this mutual overall energy. And again, it's popping up here in this potential challenge where something may feel a little bit, either you as a couple may feel depleted, okay, may feel like you're burning yourselves out in either a disagreement, a situation, or some type of unexpected news, okay, that could kind of in a way take the wind out your sails, so to speak. But frustrated says here, I'm irritated with what I can't control and want you to feel as badly as I do. Okay. So again, yes, there's love here, but there could be here a challenging, potentially or possibly challenging energy here that may be surfacing or resurfacing, and it could be very much about someone not putting enough effort, not putting enough. There may be a feeling here of imbalance and someone feeling emotionally not great about it. Okay. All right. Let's take a look at your last and final section. And of course, this section is how to show up for each other as a supportive unit so both of you can overcome this possible challenge here in the month of February. All right, so let's take a look here, Virgo, what's coming through for you and your significant other. Now, Virgo, don't forget to drop a rose in the comment section, as that lets me know that these messages resonated for you. And don't forget to give this a thumbs up and or a like. All right, Virgo, let's see here how to show up for each other in the best possible outcome here. Ooh, you have the Five of Swords, okay? Feels a little difficult here, but the High Priestess may lead the way. All right, so it feels here that there may still be a little bit. This is something that doesn't feel like it's going to clear up very quickly, okay, Virgo? Okay, so I'm going to say it as it is. You have two major arcanas in the deck. I should say in your spread, in your mutual energy, as well as your challenge, okay? And the major arcana in your possible challenge is a positive card, but because it's in the reverse, there may be something on hold or being blocked by the frustration. Even though that there may be love or fondness or admiration towards each other, this right here, the Empress with this frustrated, the Empress in reverse with frustrated, there's a lot of tense emotion here. Now, with this other card coming through as a Five of Swords, again, I feel that there could be possible egos being bruised, pride getting in the way, mental conflict, someone being very stubborn, or maybe both of you kind of not wanting to lean into some type of compromise or reconciliation or reunion. This says here hostility, defeat, conflict, self-sacrificing. And I said that. I said that at the top of the reading, where make the effort, where someone may feel like they're putting a lot of effort in something very specific in the connection, whether that's resources, whether it's intangible, okay, whether it's someone that talks a lot and you talk very little, whether it's someone who and again, that's just an example here, okay? So however this may show up, it is showing up as that there is this sense of resistance here, okay, in the how to show up for yourself. Now, High Priestess here is a positive energy in regards to maybe the both of you here taking a moment to take a step back and reassess the quality, the emotions in your connection. It's a time here with the high priestess, because the high priestess is not about outward movement. It's all about the inner movement. It's all about the soul searching. It's about the awareness of something. It's also here following your inner knowing. So there could be here a moment that both of you disconnect from the connection in order to connect with each, individually, within yourself. Because remember that I was talking about this Empress in reverse. So you may be feeling drained as a couple. There may be this feeling of like, we love each other, but just something isn't really panning out. And so this high priestess here says, bridge between the worlds. Okay, inner knowing, diving deep, higher self, intuition, trying to remain calm as you reflect on how to manage this possible challenge. Okay. All right. So let's take a look here at what else is coming through. So what I'm getting here, especially with these two cards, is that there's this energy here of kind of figuring out how can we do it differently? How can we make amends? But not just make amends just to make amends, but how can I make amends reflecting deeply on how I can change as a person, or how we can learn to compromise on something. Okay. Because the Five of Swords gives me this energy of ego and pride. Two people bumping heads. Yes, we want to show up and we want to overcome the situation, circumstance, event possibly that could be popping up in February, but there's a bit of resistance here. There's this like, no, I don't want to do it that way. No, I don't want to go in that direction, or no, I don't want to talk, or no, I don't, whatever it is, but there's a resistance here. So this high priestess is coming across as this kind of like soul searching type of energy where solitude is needed, and also recalibrating your self-care in order to show up in the best version of yourselves in the connection. Okay. All right, last and final card here, Virgo. Don't forget, if you haven't subscribed to the channel, consider subscribing and take a look at the playlist. Look at that stoic mouse. Externally, there's this kind of like very deep stubbornness here that I'm picking up. Very deep stubbornness. Yes, there's love. Yes, there's like, we're fond of each other, but there's a kind of resistance here. So Stoic Mouse says contentment, stealth, humbleness. You need to unlock the hidden potential. Okay, I do feel here the locking of horns, and the only way, or one of the possible ways here to overcome this potential energy here in regards to the challenges, the blockages, or the delays, is for both of you not to seem so stoic, or not to seem so emotionally disconnected or distant from each other, kind of like the cold shoulder, not wanting to talk, having an attitude, because that's only going to magnify the situation in a way that it's going to be more difficult to try to work on a resolution or a compromise. So the Stoic Mouse here says, well, how can we change this around? So going from the ego and the pride and allowing both of yourself to be more humble and learn how you can work together in order for you to really bring the best foot forward in the connection, if you so choose to continue to work on what this may be. Okay. So again, it says both of you need to unlock your hidden potential as a couple. And there is here, I mean, listen, out of all these cards here, okay, let me just give you a rundown here. You have a very positive card here with the Queen of Pentacles, okay? So there's this sense of like ambition, groundedness, maturity that both of you may have towards this Tower moment. There could be some efforts that either need to be made or be more consistent in. Okay, here in the possible challenges, you do have soulmate, which shows or signifies here that there is a mutual energy of love and fondness and love towards each other. So there's emotions here that you have for each other. Okay, very positive ones. It just seems to be like this is a sticky point that is difficult for both of you to kind of, in a way, compromise or resolve, which is the reason why you need to make sure that with this Empress in reverse, that you're not draining yourselves. You got to take care of yourselves emotionally, mentally, and energetically so that you're more open to being more reflective and be less stoic or cold toward each other, because here with the Five of Swords, ego may be at play. Okay. So the more that both of you become aware through your own self, self search or soul searching here, the more that you are able to look at the truth of what both of you can make an effort towards. That being said, Virgo, I hope these messages have been insightful. Don't forget to give me a thumbs up, like, share, and continue to subscribe to the channel. And look forward to seeing you soon. Up next, we have Capricorn. But first, intuitive friends, for those of you who are watching me live, welcome. Thank you so much for your love, your loyalty, and your support. Thank you so much for the thumbs up. I greatly appreciate it. For those of you who just newly subscribed to the channel, thank you. Thank you for being part of the Lexa Tarot family here. For those of you who are my current subscribers, welcome back. Okay, for those of you who recently joined, welcome. Don't forget to join me during the free mini readings that I do here on my channel. Okay, which is first come, first serve. Okay, intuitive friends. So if you want to take part of that, it's super important for number one, for you to subscribe to the channel. Number two, remain subscribed to the channel. Number three, turn on your notification bell. And number four, turn all notification alerts. So when I am doing a live mini reading, first come, first serve, and of course, spots are limited, that you hurry up and get in the chat list. Okay, intuitive friends. Now, take a look at the playlist, intuitive friends. There's lots there for you for the month of February. Singles, your singles reading is up there already. Okay, it's up from January 15th all the way through February 15th. So take a look at that. Couple readings, I'm doing that now for all the signs. So take a look at the couples and partnership playlist, where you will see the the playlist there. Okay. All right, intuitive friends, let's jump to the next and final earth sign, and that of course is Capricorn. All right, intuitive friends, let's jump into the next reading. Hello, Capricorn, and welcome back to the channel. Whether you are a Capricorn sun, moon, rising, Venus, or however Capricorn may show up on your astrological natal chart, then these messages are for you. And today, Capricorn, I'm going to be channeling messages here for you and your significant other. Now, Capricorn, if you are a Capricorn in other placements on your astrological natal chart that focus on love, connections, partnerships, marriage, relationships, and those areas are as follows. If you are a Capricorn in your Venus, or if you're a Capricorn in your Juno, or if you are a Capricorn in your fifth house, or if you are a Capricorn in your seventh house, then this message is also for you. Okay, Capricorn, my name is Lexa Tarot, and I am a second degree Reiki practitioner, as well as an intuitive tarot and oracle reader. And if you are interested in learning more about me, my client testimonials, or my credentials, just take a look down below in the description box. For those of you who are my subscribers, my new viewers, and visitors alike, I want to thank each and every one of you for your love, your support, and your loyalty to the channel. I greatly appreciate it. All right, Capricorn, let's take a look. I'll be taking a look at 3 specific areas here in your reading. All right, so first area is the overall mutual energy between you and your significant other, okay, your partner. So what is the possible overall mutual energy in your connection for the month of February? The second area that I'm going to be channeling is the possible challenges, obstacles, blockages, or delays that both of you as a couple may be experiencing, feeling, or dealing with. The last and final section that I'll be channeling for you is how, or it's really the best course of action, right? But it's more about how to show up for each other so that both of you can overcome the possible challenges that will be shown here or will come up here in your reading, okay? All right, that being said, let's jump straight into your reading. Let's take a look here, Capricorn, the possible overall mutual energy in your connection, okay? All right, Capricorn, let's see what's coming through. The moon. So you have the moon with the 5 of swords, okay? Feels a little rocky there in regards to some type of argument or disagreement here that may, or an ego locking of the horns here with this 5 of swords, okay? But here with this moon card, there may be someone feeling a certain way, thinking about something, thinking or feeling something about fill in the blank, whatever this could be. It could be something that one of you or maybe both of you haven't really truly discussed with each other. There may be this feeling of like, I don't want to have an argument, so I'm just not going to mention it, or I don't want to mention it because I don't want to rock the boat. There could be possibly here something together as a couple where both of you feel a bit stressed out, a bit anxious about something. Okay. There could be potentially here some type of intuitive fog in regards to something here that may be brewing. Of course, I'm going to go a little bit deeper. I'm going to give you more details. But with this 5 of swords is a sense of conflict or hostility. In other words, there could be here someone feeling triggered, someone feeling rejected, someone feeling dismissed. Okay, someone giving someone else the cold shoulder or seeming a little bit more reclusive or more introspective, like a little quieter than the usual here. Okay, so there could be here some type of anxieties or concerns, or again, there's the sense of like not seeing something clearly or not understanding something clearly. There's a little bit of vagueness or ambiguity here in regards to something that either one of you or both of you are it's challenging. Okay, so I'm getting this sense of resistance in whatever this may be, specifically talking about for the both of you. Now, the full moon in February already came and went, and that was the full moon in Leo. Okay, but remember that the moon card in tarot also represents intuition. So I do feel here that if it's not something that is discussed between both of you, there is this feeling that both of you may feel as if you have this kind of nagging intuition about something that doesn't feel quite right or doesn't feel as smooth as you would like it to be. Again, it could just be resistance here. It could be internal. It could be within your connection, meaning both of you, or it could be external. It could be external situations, circumstances, or events that together as a couple may be a bit challenging or overwhelming. Okay, could bring about or kind of, rise from the surface or resurface some type of hidden emotions, fear, or anxieties about something. All right, let's get more clarity here. I'm also here, especially with the moon card here. Now, dreams, of course, this could be talking about dreams at nighttime or when you go to sleep, right? But this could also be dreams, as in goals, as well, is how I'm getting this. And so that there could be some type of dreams and goals that either both of you have kept to yourself and you're just kind of waiting for the right time to bring it up, or there could be some goals together as a unit or as a couple that you're not sure how they're going to evolve or how they're going to show up. And there may be a little bit of kind of like, I'm not too sure how to even broach the topic on something here also. So there could be a little bit of reservation here in something. For some of you, I feel it's like you're trying not to bring something up that may cause or create some sense of trigger or resurface an argument or a disagreement. For others of you, it's coming across as like a plot twist, like everything seems okay. And then there could be something here that kind of like plot twist, something here is shifting in a new direction, or we need to sit down and talk about something in order to resolve it. And there may be a little bit of friction there, okay? When I say friction, I mean there's just like, I feel like it's difficult to compromise on something here, okay? Fearless love, a courageous leap into the unknown. Yeah, there's a sense of uncertainty here in regards to something. Remember that I just talked about a little while ago, ambiguity, something feeling uncertain here. Because remember, the moon card in tarot is about things that are hidden, okay? Whether those things that are hidden are emotions, thoughts, okay? Feeling a certain way intuitively, but not wanting to say something to your partner. Um, so that is coming through. There could be something that, again, intuitive fog as well. So there is this energy here of like wanting to move towards, okay, both of you as a couple facing this Five of Swords together, but there's a level of bravery or being courageous in order to feel the connection with each other. And what I mean by that is, remember that I said at the top of the reading here with this Five of Swords that I was getting the sense of like ego or pride getting in the way, where there's this kind of a bit of stubbornness here. And so, with this fearless love, it's coming across as either one of you or both of you yielding, okay, finding some type of compromise and allowing yourselves to be vulnerable in sharing whatever it is that you may be feeling, thinking, or experiencing deep down inside. It's like releasing the fear, releasing the anxiety, trusting your intuition, trusting that both of you are going to be supportive here from each other or towards each other, because there could be something underneath here that will require a sense of bravery or courageousness here from the both of you. And it may be as something as simple as vulnerability, okay, like being very vulnerable. And that may be a little scary from time to time, right? Especially when it's like, I want to be vulnerable, but I also don't want to start an argument, because, for whatever reason. Okay. So that's how this is coming through. So let's take a deeper dive into the energy here of the potential or possible challenges here, okay? All right, Capricorn, let's take a look here at the possible challenge or challenges you as a couple may be experiencing, feeling, or dealing with here in the month of February, okay? So let's take a look here at what may be coming through here for the both of you. Possible challenge Possible challenge, the Three of Swords in reverse. Now, believe it or not, the Three of Swords in reverse is actually a very positive card, okay? Because it's actually more challenging when it comes up in its upright position, okay? So I feel here one or two things. Some of you are releasing this energy of sadness, grief, depression, some sense of misunderstanding here. You're creating some type of reconciliation for the both of you. You're working on something, like I said, dropping your shield or jaded energy, stubbornness, ego, or pride, letting that go, being brave or courageous in making the move and being the bigger person and saying, hey, listen, okay, we need to figure something out here because locking of the horns is not going to get us anywhere. Okay. So with the Three of Swords in reverse, there's this energy of reconciliation, of both of you trying to mend, fix, or repair something here. So that's very, very positive. Fix, mend, repair, reconcile, forgive, heal, release. So all of this is beautiful energy. There's more of an optimistic view on how both of you can repair or at least put the effort and consistency here in something that was felt. The tears, the loss, the grief, especially if there's an energy here with the Five of Swords where someone was like disillusioned or felt disappointed, you know, with the Five of Swords is this defeat. So it's like, I want to make my point and I'm going to make my point. And even though someone may win in making their point, there's really no winner because there's a sense of losing someone in the process of an argument. So with this Three of Swords in reverse, there's this energy here of trying to heal that, trying to move towards the letting go of whatever this may be, and really allowing both of you to regain this energy or to work towards this energy of not only optimism, but healing through being brave, healing through being vulnerable with each other so that something could come back into the swing of things here. Now, let's take a look at what else is coming through in regards to more details here to this possible challenge or challenges that you as a couple may be experiencing or feeling or maybe dealing with here potentially in the month of February. Okay, Capricorn, let's see what else is coming through for the both of you. All right, Capricorn, you have here separation. I don't feel like there's a separation here. Or that there's going to be a separation. I don't feel like it's a breakup, separation, or divorce. I don't feel that here. I do feel that the hostility, the tension, the argument, the disagreement, the bumping of the heads may potentially here be a very challenging energy because kind of like not budging or not allowing each other to share the vulnerability may create this tug of war type of energy and may be creating an emotional separation, okay, a mental separation, energetic separation, where yes, we're together as a couple, but we're not feeling like we're on the same team. So this separation could be talking about the energy that may be felt due to that Five of Swords energy. And that here saying that with the Three of Swords in reverse, both of you are trying to bridge the gap of this emotional, mental, or energetic separation. Separations here says sadness, missing you, thinking about you, yearning, unsure of the future. I told you, I don't feel that this has anything to do with a breakup, separation, or divorce. On the contrary, and again, validation confirmation with that Three of Swords in reverse. You're trying to overcome the obstacle. You're trying to mend, fix, or repair something here in the connection. And yes, it may be a little challenging. Yes, it may create or may have to place this energy here where both of you or one of you has to kind of like let your guard down and say, all right, listen, I'm sorry, accept an apology or make an apology, okay? Or heal from whatever this Five of Swords is about. So, like I said, the separation feels more like an emotional separation, a mental separation, an energetic separation. You're thinking about each other. You're unsure of what the future holds in whatever this may be specifically talking about. But you are hopeful that by reconciling, that by focusing on the healing, something here can get better. All right, let's see your last and final here, focusing on the possible challenges. Of course, there's one more section that I'm going to be channeling messages for. But again, I feel that there is this like very big room of improvement. There's a very big room here to make something better. But the vulnerability and getting out of your comfort zone in regards to saying, hey, this is what I think, this is what I feel, and how can we make it better, is the reason why you have fearless love. There are two people who love each other, and there are two people here who may be very stubborn from time to time in certain things. Okay, let's see what else is coming through here and get more detail in the second area. And this says envy. It says, I resent that you have what I most desire. So I will belittle your success to make myself look better. Again, making sure that in this possible challenge that this isn't triggered. Now, it doesn't have to be envy. It doesn't have to be jealousy, but it could be. There could be a little bit of jealousy or feeling insecure, especially with this moon card here. Again, there could be some self-sabotaging thoughts, limited beliefs, something that is being felt, insecurity, inadequacy, okay? And that coming through here within this possible challenge, or at least highlighting or kind of coming into the forefront. And listen, if it's not envy, jealousy, like I said, does it have to be that energy? It could be just the energy of the ego and the pride, like I was channeling here with the Five of Swords. Okay. All right, let's take a look at your last and final section. And that, of course, is the best course of action as a couple, how to show up for each other in, your best selves in order to overcome these challenges here. Okay. So again, with the Three of Swords in reverse, reconciliation, feeling like not all the hope is lost. Like there's still something to fight for here, meaning to defend and to work towards and on in your connection. There may be apology asked, asking for an apology, accepting an apology, letting go of the resentment, letting go of the ego, allowing more vulnerability of emotions to show or to flow, so that both of you, you have two cards here that popped out of the deck, so that both of you can show up for each other in or by the Ace of Wands energy. By the way, you have two cards here, one being the Ace of Wands. So best course of action for both of you as a couple is to reignite your passion, to cleanse or clear, have this clear slate type of energy, and really start off from a clean slate. Aces are about the new beginnings, but it's not just a new beginning that comes up from nowhere. It's an opportunity that's being gifted either by the universe, by the creator, and it is up to both of you to choose whether you want to use that opportunity of inspired action, being proactive. Because remember, Wands energy is yang energy, and that's fire. So fire energy is being proactive, being more passionate, more romantic. Okay, so there could be a reignited passion here within your connection. So, new passion towards love, new passion towards your connection, new passion towards each other, spicing things up, wink, wink. Okay. Making sure that you are showing up for each other in a way that is optimistic. Okay. Flirting with each other, creating the chemistry or reigniting the chemistry. So, Wands energy here is the divine flame of desire, giving you, or the creator giving you an opportunity to fix, mend, or repair something with the Three of Swords in reverse and create or ignite, okay, that momentum, that energy between the both of you in a very positive way. So, Ace of Wands, very positive. You have here the Eight of Cups. How are you going to be able to do that? By emotionally disengaging from the stresses of the Five of Swords that I mentioned, by letting go of, again, pride, ego, letting go of the ambiguity, the oh my gosh, I'm not sure, how to do this, or it's hard for me to get out of my old habit. So here with the fearless love, moving forward with a sense of passion towards each other. The Eight of Cups here is release what doesn't serve you in the connection. Emotionally unfulfilled, therefore you leaving all those stresses behind, like the Three of Swords, letting go of things that no longer serve you and healing that energy. Time to move on and letting go. And like I said, it's not letting go or moving on from the connection. It's letting go or moving on from the emotions that may have felt here, the bruised ego, the feeling of hurt, the sadness, okay? The missing each other. All right. It's repairing and recuperating because, like I said, even though separation is here, this is not talking about breakup, separation, or divorce. This is talking about the sadness that has been felt in regards to something that needs to be reconciled, apologized for, or released or forgiven in regards to the Five of Swords. So, again, validation, confirmation, because it's coming up across the whole entire reading here. So, very, very beautiful energy in regards to this Ace of Wands. Okay. A reignited passion starting to make things spicier again, reigniting the chemistry with each other by letting go of whatever the tension was or may potentially be here in the month of February. So, very, very positive reading. Okay. Looking at how working together and getting out of your comfort zone here may restore this energy of passion and chemistry all over again here. I do want to mention here with the Ace of Wands, there's increased fertility. So there may be here pregnancy, okay, or adding an addition to the family here is also coming through. So just giving you a heads up on that. You have here fierce wolf, intelligence, instinct. I talked about instinct and intuition here with the moon, and protection. Okay. Now, wolves are very, very protective in their pack. Okay. They're very nurturing animals. And it says here, fierce hunter and protector, be the guardian and guide of my journey. Okay. So, both of you here, fiercely protecting your connection from the outside or external. Because again, this Five of Swords could be externally also here. It could be something that is not having to do with your own connection, but it's creating tension in the connection. So it may not be with each other, but it's creating some type of tension here within the connection, within your relationship. So here with Fierce Wolf, again, protecting your connection from outside forces or stresses, okay? maybe things that don't have to do with the both of you, but it's affecting both of you, external responsibilities here. All right. So, Fierce Wolf here, again, your intelligence, your ability to talk things over, to clearly decipher what you need to share and be brave about, and then emotionally disconnecting from the emotions, the hurt by apologizing, healing, and forgiving. That being said, Capricorn, I hope these messages have been insightful. Don't forget to give me a thumbs up, like, share, and continue to subscribe to the channel. Drop a rose in the comment section if these messages resonated for you throughout the month of February. That being said, take care, intuitive friends, and I'll see you next time.